Yawa.
Hey, boys.
Touche. 19.
Episode 19. Almost said 18 for a second.
We got the data analyst back.
We're back.
The
What
data
up?
analyst.
Analyze any data today?
Nope, had the day off.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Great day.
that's good.
Look like you're ready to go out to a party or something.
Yep, got a birthday party to go to.
Yeah. You excited?
Yep, gonna watch some basketball.
Nice.
Won't
March
say who.
Madness.
Won't say who.
He's learning. I
Look
like
at
that.
Basketball capital of the world.
Oh, you're giving it away.
No, that's just everybody's team.
Yeah.
Word up.
So what's new with you guys?
You know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Keep them busy.
Yeah.
The ups
school,
and downs.
Okay.
work. End of winter. You could feel the end of winter today.
Yeah. No, today was really...
Still got a little bit more to go, but spring is on the horizon.
You got that spring fever?
Yeah.
excited to do some spring cleaning. It's a mess in my house.
Yeah, yeah, we opened all the windows today.
Yeah.
Got the,
Got the dust out of there?
yeah.
Clear out the cobwebs? You know, Wayne, you don't have to wait till spring to start the cleaning.
I know. But it's just like to get everything out of the way, just like move stuff around and like dust, like when you clean, you kind of you clean a little bit, you like semi-clean, you don't like do like a deep clean.
Yeah, surface
Yeah.
level.
So, yeah.
Just kind of organize some stuff.
Right.
You wipe down the counters, you wipe around the microwave and stuff.
Yeah, everything under is still dirty.
Yeah, I'm probably like bi-weekly surface clean
Mhm.
and then quarterly deep clean.
Right.
I think that's around what I do.
Yeah, I
Very
feel that.
Yeah.
Gets to a certain point where like you just get into a rhythm, then you start taking down
Yeah.
shades
Yeah.
and
Yeah, it's never planned. It's all rhythm. It's all rhythm and like, you know what? Fuck it. This is a good time to do this.
find a couple hours of free time. You're like, you know what? I'm just gonna start cleaning.
Throw on some tunes, just kick back,
Oh yeah,
They're on Touches Everything podcast.
yeah. If you guys are cleaning in the house right now, we appreciate you.
Yeah.
You're gonna get this done. What was I gonna say? I like scrubbed down the front of my oven today, and I was like, man, this thing's dirty. But like I had other things to do, but I'm like cleaning and scrubbing my oven. I'm just like, why did I choose now to do this?
Right.
Yeah, and that's a long task too.
Yeah. Yeah. Wasn't that quick, but still got out the door, got everything done I needed to do.
That's nice. That's what's up.
I hate starting a task that you're like, oh, this will be quick. And then it's like,
Yeah.
fuck, this is not done to my standards. So I got to keep doing this.
Or you're there for like 2 hours, just like, why did I start this
Yeah.
right now?
I was at this discount dollar store the other day, and they had
A
this,
discount dollar store?
like those like
How could you be more discounted than a dollar store?
A 75-cent store or
Yeah,
something.
like those odd lots kind of stores. You know what I'm
Okay,
talking
okay,
about, where you
okay.
just find the randomest stuff. So I'm at the odd lot store. I'm going through their super discounted section, just seeing what's in there, and I find a stack of planners from 2023.
Wow.
It's like, who is gonna
Like
buy this?
for elementary kids or for adults?
For like adults, you can get a planner
Yeah.
and it's for the year and you can write down all your appointments and whatnot. It was one of those.
Did you check if like Thanksgiving was it matches this year?
I did not check the holidays, but I was like, who wants a planner from 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always what, super discounted?
Yeah.
The super discount section found some of this like paint your own pony thing. All the legs were broken off the ponies. Because I was a little upset. I kind of wanted that.
How big was it?
It was like a box size of like
Okay.
a cereal box. And
Yeah.
it came with 4 ponies and the paint
nice.
set. Seemed like a fun project,
Right.
but didn't end up leaving with that, even though it was at a super discounted price.
So I have a funny story. It was like a few days ago. I decided, my girl asked me, she was like, oh, could you get me some tampons or like, what are they, pads at Walmart? So I go, I get to Walmart and I like walk up to the aisle and I see like 2 girls just like giggling and talking and they're like right in front of like where I need to go grab the tampons. I'm just
Yeah.
like, oh, this is so awkward right now. Just like, what if they think I'm like some pervert?
Yeah.
Just chilling, just like watching them, stalking them. I was like, oh man,
You just run away screaming, I have a girlfriend.
right?
So on tampons, I thought the L meant large on them
Yeah.
and the S meant small. Apparently the L is light and the S is super.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Who grades stuff by that
Flow.
that
It's
that
flow,
level?
right?
That's the flow.
Yeah.
But still,
I saw like on the actual box, they don't get, like you said, they don't do like large or small. They kind of just do like a picture, and they'll show like from like the smallest like pad size to like the largest pad size. I'm just like, why would you do this?
Yeah. Whenever I've had to go, I've demanded that they send me like a link
Yeah.
of exactly what I'm looking for. Like, no, just descriptions. I need an exact link so I can be like, yeah, that's 1 for 1.
I feel like it's kind of similar buying tampons to buying like condoms. Like you can't get just that. You got to throw something else down on the counter.
Right.
You gotta get
Condoms?
yeah,
What are those?
true.
That's definitely a button out there.
Wayne doesn't know what they are either. So I guess I'm just talking to myself on this one. But yeah, you can't just leave with just that one item. You got to throw something else down. Candy bar,
Yeah.
pack of gum, chloroform.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, unless you're like doing like a self checkout, then I feel like you could get away with that.
That's true
Yeah.
too.
And then, of course, it doesn't work. Like,
Right.
it malfunctions. Like, fuck. I was just bringing one item.
Because a lot of those self checkout scanners, they're weighted. So you like take the item, then you put it down in like the checkout area, and it'll weigh it, make sure it's the right thing, so somebody's not scanning something else. And I learned a lot of like light things
Right.
don't really recognize on there, and condoms are pretty light. So you gotta have like the little old lady come over. She's got to
Yeah.
scan her card, key in her number.
Oh
Yeah.
man. So, yeah, that's interesting.
But yeah, I've been there before, Wayne. I've been in that similar situation.
Okay.
Just only buying condoms?
No, more so the tampon area.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the condoms, it's kind of like a mission that you go on. You kind of feel almost like not like a secret agent, but like you're in there doing something.
Right.
Yeah.
This is for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just fighting the good fight.
So, you guys know how Mr. Beast had his Mr. Beast games on Amazon? And
Yeah.
he gave away $10 million. I feel like he kind of stunted his growth at that point because it's similar to like gambling, I want to say. Like people that normally bet $5, once they start betting $20, they can't go back down to $5 because it doesn't give the same effect.
Right.
So I feel like now anything he gives away from now on, it's still very generous of him. But I feel like since he gave away that $10 million, he set his benchmark so much higher.
Right.
Sorry, how did someone get the 10 million? By winning the games?
It was a competition. They had 1,000 people and they all competed in different challenges. And then one person walked away with the $10 million. He ended up giving away like millions and other prizes to different contestants along the way. But I feel like he's now stunted his growth with one person winning $10 million.
Because he has to at least give 10 million for, well, or just next games.
Yeah, but that
But like
was,
you're saying, other like individual YouTube clips, like the
yeah,
expectation will
other
be 10 mil.
small YouTube videos that he does. Not that his YouTube videos are small by any means, but
Yeah.
he put on this huge production, 10 episodes, whatever it was, 1,000 contestants, $10 million. Now everything he does as far as like a game contest after that is just gonna see pipsqueak compared to what he's already done.
Could it be just him?
Interesting.
Be him just like branching out into like TV now? He's not so much going to be doing he might still do the YouTube stuff, but what if he just like starts like a whole production studio and just like sells his stuff to like Netflix, like Amazon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was on Amazon for this one. They
Right.
definitely had backing from Amazon. But at the same point, he said he spent a lot of his own money on it
Oh wow.
because kind of one of the cliffhangers of the show was it was originally for $5 million. Then they got down to the last 5. And one of the contestants did a coin flip, whether it would be worth 5 million or 10 million. So he did the coin flip and then the contestant ended up winning. So then it was for $10 million.
wow.
So kind of last minute, budget went up by another 5 mil.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. I mean, walking away with that much money, but you know,
I don't know. I don't know if I agree that he's stunting himself.
No? You
Yeah.
don't think so? You feel like he can still give away $100,000 and
Yeah,
that'd still be just as exciting?
for a minor project. Yeah, it's like an individual challenge, whereas that's like the whole tournament of challenges. I don't know.
It was definitely.
I don't know enough about him though.
It was definitely a much more drawn out, bigger process.
Right.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I revert back to that kind of gambler's mentality. If you're betting $5 a hand, you go up to 20, going back down to 5 is just not going to hit the same for you.
Yeah, I get it.
Also, speaking about money, I saw this video online of this one Chinese company, and what they did was they just laid out $11 million in cash on a table for all of their employees as like a bonus, and they could take as much as they wanted. I feel like that's one of the only cultures where they can just put out that large sum of money in front of people and they still be like controlled. If that was anywhere else, that'd be a chaotic environment. People would be fighting, jumping over each other. Because you see in the video, it looks like there's thousands of people in this place.
Yeah, no, that's what I thought was gonna happen. You know, just like people just like bum rushing each other, or like a big fight. That's.
So you've seen the clip?
Yeah,
It's in China.
Yeah, it was a Chinese company as a bonus. They had like their company party, whatever it was. Just a huge table with $11 million in cash on it, just laid out in piles.
That's this communism, I guess.
How do you think it would be here? I mean, do you think like people go crazy like how they do when it's like a Black Friday situation?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you go and throw $20 and $1 bills in the air at a Walmart, people will be...
But that's different than... When you're at work, it's with people you know. So you still have to maintain these relationships with the people you work with. If you're just an animal, people won't fuck with you after.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's the difference between you getting $100 and $100,000, you're not going to care that much. There was thousands of people in this room. Like, you can't have that intimate of a relationship with everybody.
I don't know. I personally would not go balls to the wall for the money.
Yeah, but you being yourself, other people that are in much worse situations in their life where this will really make a difference for them.
Yeah.
And even if it isn't going to make a huge difference for them, like, it's just chaos.
I mean, some people could probably like hate their jobs, you know, and just like getting this money right now.
Oh, yeah.
Just like getting out of there would just be like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, people dislike their coworkers all the time. I mean, I don't think somebody, I've got to maintain composure because I got to be back here Monday morning and I got to see these people. I think it's
what type of company was it? Because I think that also plays
probably
a
like
huge
a
role.
tech company. I didn't do a ton of research into it, but
I think that plays a big, all right, if you're just customer service at Walmart, then I agree.
Yeah.
Going to get the extra $100K and like being more aggressive than other people, it's worth it. But if you're a tech employee,
yeah, but there was thousands of people in there. And so it's got to be all different levels in this company. It's not just going to be top producers in a company. It'll be the janitor that mops the floors at night. It'll be the receptionist, whatever else it may be. But yeah, it just seemed interesting to me.
Yeah, so do you think it's because they live in a communist state that they have that mentality to be more for the community, and not take more
composed and everything? I feel
to not take more for my individual self.
I don't know if it has to do with
should prosper.
Communism. I don't know. I feel like it just has more to do with their culture and them being more of like a calm person versus the American way is a fight to the top, you know?
Capitalism versus communism, right?
I think Americans are more individualized as opposed to for the group.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's more about unity and family and community.
But in other news, you guys remember that guy Wideneck? His mugshot. He got famous off his
Wideneck.
Yeah, dude.
That's gonna be a new
he got
diss
famous
of
off
mine.
his mugshot back in 2018. So recently, apparently, he was arrested and charged with a bunch of felonies for sending explicit texts and videos from his phone and computer to this lady's 13-year-old and 16-year-old kids.
Jeez.
Yeah. So
Yikes.
he's going away for a while.
Who is Wideneck? He's a rapper? Or?
No, he was just like this guy.
He was a meme. His mugshot blew up on social media as like a meme. Did you ever see?
Oh, the long giraffe neck guy?
No, but they were like boys.
Okay.
Supreme Patty essentially signed both of them.
Right.
You know who Supreme Patty is? The guy who used to squeeze the lemons in his eyes.
His blonde hair.
Yeah, he wears the Supreme
Yeah.
headband. So he signed both of them, like his social media company, something. They had some deal worked out. And it was Damn Wide Neck and then Daddy Long Neck. And they were just a meme for a while. There's this video online of them where they're like, they meet up at this party. They're just like, oh, I'm going to mess this dude up. And then the next part is like they're dapping up and they're like on the swings together. They're going down a slide. They go, all necks matter.
I actually think I saw that.
But yeah, that's wild. I felt like there was a reason that Supreme Patty distanced himself from those guys,
Right.
and that's probably a good move.
Yeah, makes sense now. Yeah.
Wide neck. I might have to start calling people that just to make fun of them.
You better walk into that
Yeah.
birthday party
Yeah.
at the bar later. What up, Wide
Yeah,
Neck?
exactly.
Happy birthday.
Exactly.
What do you guys think the worst animal to get into a fight with would be? A shark, a tiger, or a bear?
Definitely a shark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the worst?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like,
I think it's a shark because, I mean, at least for humans, you're like super.
You're out of your element?
Yeah, you're out of your element. You know, you could be disoriented pretty quickly. And I mean, sharks are pretty powerful swimmers. So I think, yeah, you definitely lose that fight 10 out of 10 times.
oh, really? I think that might be my. I think I'm screwed in the other two. I think I maybe have a chance against the shark.
What are you going to do? Outswim it?
No, you gotta just punch it in the nose. That's what I was always told. Not gonna outswim it, but they can't see, right?
It's a
don't
great
know.
white.
Yeah.
It's like the great white. The great white will come up out of the like if you're like swimming on top of like basically swimming and it's coming from you like under. Like when it goes up, it closes its eyes and then it bites. So that's when it like closes its eyes.
Yeah, I don't know. I just there's no way I'm getting away from a tiger. There's no way like a bear can do anything. They're fast, they can climb trees. And there's probably no way I'm getting away from a shark either, but I feel like my odds are slightly better.
With a shark?
With the shark?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I would actually be curious what everyone thinks about that. Like what are the best odds?
I feel like the shark's just going to be like the best element of surprise against you.
Right.
Just because it's in the water and you can't really see underwater like that. Versus,
Oh, I thought it was like a get like kind of you're in a controlled area one-on-one versus one-on-one versus these guys.
you're in a boxing
You're
match,
like a
but a
coliseum.
pool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Coliseum. Yeah.
I mean, hey, in that
That's how I
scenario,
was. So you're just saying like you're walking or doing your own thing,
oh, if the
and
shark,
you happen to be near one of these three things. Where do you feel most safe?
yeah.
What kind of bear?
What kind of bear? We'll go brown bear.
Brown lay down. I guess the bear then. I don't know. Brown grizzlies are still low. That's I don't know.
I mean, yeah, grizzlies you'd have a better chance as opposed to like a tiger or a shark. So
Tiger like there's maybe he's just not interested in me. That's the only thing.
tigers are actually bigger than lions too, so they're a lot more
Yeah,
powerful.
they're more
Tigers would-
powerful and they're stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to your if they were in a coliseum thing, I'd take shark too. There's
Yeah.
just a shark on land.
No. Like no, I said controlled area. He said, but like yeah, like you're at a venue, so it would be a coliseum with water.
Have you guys seen Gladiator 2 that just came out? Basically, like, spoiler alert, they had like a whole fight where there's like sharks in the water and they're like on boats. They're like knocking dudes off and they're getting ripped up by sharks. So that's why I thought of the Coliseum thing.
What is it?
Gladiator 2.
I think I saw the preview for
Yeah.
that. It actually looked pretty good. Was
It's a pretty
it
good movie, yeah. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
How about you, Alex? You said,
Classic Alex dodging the questions.
What would I rather battle?
right.
Probably a bear,
Okay.
just because some of them you can like scare off. I feel like you're not going
But
to
not
scare.
a brown. It's what is it? White say goodnight, brown lay down, black fight back.
Yeah.
So
I feel like a brown bear, like in certain situations, you can still kind of scare it off.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're going up against a tiger, that thing's not going to stop.
No.
okay, that's a good point. That's a good point.
A shark, that thing's not going to stop. I mean, it might swim away if you give it the old 1-2 to the nose, but other than that, that shark's going to be going for
Oh,
you.
yeah,
It smells
100%.
blood in the water.
Yeah, I always was like when my dad would be like, "You just gotta punch the shark in his nose." And I was like, okay. But then I would punch underwater, and like if you were trying to punch underwater, your shits don't move. It's like you're dreaming and punching. So I was like, I don't know if that's the right answer for all this.
And I mean, that's such a small surface area you got to hit too. If that shark opens its mouth, you're going right into its mouth with your arm. Yeah, scary stuff.
So, have you guys seen Lizzo's? Why are you guys laughing?
Wide neck Lizzo.
Have you seen Lizzo's body transformation?
Oh yeah, she looks good.
Yeah, she lost a lot of weight. A lot of people, she's getting backlash because a lot of people think that she was like fighting for this body positivity thing, and like all of a sudden she just like goes away for like a year and then comes back a lot slimmer. I guess like a lot of people felt betrayed because she was just like so for people like bigger persons. So
that just shows you people are gonna hate on anybody for anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah, she was saying body positivity stuff, but at the end of the day, like being that big is not healthy for you at the end of the day. If you're happy that way, sure, that's fine. You're just gonna have problems in the future.
right.
But her going away and making a change for the better, I feel like people should applaud her for that.
100%. 100%. Good shit, Lizzo. I didn't know that.
I mean, they also did that. They did that to what's her name, Adele. Like people were like super pissed off when she lost a bunch of weight. It's just like, no, I'm trying to get healthy. You know, I'm not trying to wake up every day with my like knees hurting. I'm like standing up out of bed.
Maybe I'll take over for him. I'll start promoting body positivity instead of having people call me the fat Luka Doncic in the comments.
Oh man,
it's all good though. It's funny every time I see it. Do you guys think America?
Luka Doncic.
Listen, whose side are you on this?
Just keep in mind, head to it.
Do you guys think Americans are dumb?
and like what? Like what's the standard? Like just all around?
All around in general, I feel like we're just fed so much crap on the internet, and nobody can formulate an actual thought anymore.
Right.
Trying to have a conversation with somebody is just kind of pulling teeth, it feels like at times.
I don't think necessarily dumb. I think yes, I don't think like we're like the best in like the world in regards to like education wise. I think we're really a lot lower than most countries. But overall, I think America is just in their own bubble. So anything outside of America, they don't really know much about. So in that regard, I'd say yes, they're dumb when it comes to like world like politics or like world pop culture. So yeah,
I think that sums it up pretty perfectly.
Yeah, we're also just so big of a country
Right.
that there's so many different kind of subcultures within the American culture. They do say the more populated areas are the smarter areas to live in, though. So if you go to middle of nowhere Arkansas, their SAT scores aren't going to be as high as somebody in upstate New York, kind of that similar deal.
right.
So you just find different pockets of it. But I do feel like we're kind of dumb at times. Back to the conversation thing, like I'm not the most interesting guy to talk to in the world. I'm not the best conversation holder, but I can do it if I have to.
Right.
Whereas you talk to some people and they don't know anything about anything.
Yeah, but what frustrates me about our society is like we're not inquisitive, and we don't enter conversations like, here's what I understand, but I'm not sure that it's right. What do you think? It's, I know that this is the answer. You should also follow like my beliefs, and that's it. And if you don't, then fuck off.
Right.
And I feel like that is so counterproductive for being a educated, efficient society.
Yeah, people aren't very open-minded these days. I feel like everybody's got an opinion, and there's no changing it.
Yeah, a lot of people aren't willing to change, and it's like if you don't agree with me, like you said, you know, it's my way or the highway. So
Yeah, everybody's got different forms of thinking. Everybody's brain operates in its own way, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Like you might not see somebody's perspective from the other side. So I feel like it's good for people to kind of take a step back and kind of think of how this person sees it, kind of put yourself in their shoes.
I think it's gotten worse in that regard. It's just like the last like 8 years, people have just been like butting heads with each other, you know.
Oh yeah. There's also just way too much information out there. I feel like people are just fed up with the bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I don't get why anyone can be so confident that they've found the right answer to something based
Yeah.
off the amount of information we get. Um,
All that fake news.
yeah, and then it's an annoying burden to have to constantly disprove fake news. Like the burden, it shouldn't be on me to be like, that's fucking like that source is bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know, I get frustrated with that. So sometimes I just give up and say, oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You know.
AI doesn't even make it even better. Like it confuses people, especially like older folks. Funny story, my grandmother like calls me and she was like, "I need to send you this video. There's like two helicopters got destroyed by a missile." And she sends me the video and it's like of this video game Armor 3. And I'm just like, "No, this is not real. It's a video game." But
Wow.
people are like the title was like, "Oh, helicopters get destroyed so and so." I'm just like there's so much like information out there like people can't tell, what's real from what's not real.
That's hilarious.
Especially if you go on Facebook. That's the place where the boomers get scammed and even just goofed.
Right.
Somebody will post the most fake thing ever, and people just be like, wow, no way. I don't believe in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, this is horrible.
Yeah, I question like the critical thinking ability of boomers sometimes. Like
It'll be like an AI picture of a dog in a tiny crate, and people will be like, "This is so terrible! I can't believe people let this happen in this country." It's just this is fake. People are just rage baiting you.
Right. Yeah, I mean, they grew up in a different time, so all this, consumer like the technology and stuff like that is just like way past their, there's like a learning curve,
yeah.
and it's just like it's went past them. Yeah, it's like what do they call it? The digital divide. So we are a lot better at like consuming material and like figuring things out online as opposed to them.
Do you think AI is going to do you think AI is going to become too opinionated? Like, if somebody's asking for an answer on something, is it going to give its opinion on it, or is it going to give the truthful answer?
I mean, it's already like that with like Chat GPT. Like they'll put in a particular thing in, in like a statement, and it'll come back with its own, like the creator's own political views. I don't think that AI at this level is smart enough to know, like, it's being like influenced by the person who actually created it.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say it also depends on your prompt. Like it'll like say I asked for help answering a question like a homework assignment. Like if I just blankly ask like give me an answer here, it'll give me both sides. That's what I found in my experience. Like blah blah, and you should have a blended approach. Yeah, yeah. Like that'll be the conclusion
Right.
usually. But if I ask to be like support this side of the argument, then it will give me all that. Because all AI is like give it all the data, it learns it, and then regurgitates it. So yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. Answer is I think it'll be balanced for the most part.
There's just so many different AIs out there and different companies working on them. It's just the hot topic. So there's so many people just working on theirs, and they can program them to have certain opinions on certain things and the better outcome for stuff.
Right.
Like they're saying AI will eventually replace your doctor just because there's so many different case studies and information out there that one single individual, even if they are a tenured doctor and they've been doing it for 30 plus years, they haven't encountered every single thing.
Right.
Where Chat GPT or an AI can take all these case studies from years and years of data and then produce a better treatment than what this one guy that you've been going to might be able to come out with.
I think it'll always be in tandem. It'll never just be the machine.
So you think you're going to talk to your doctor and, oh, like my back hurts. He's going to go to Chat GPT.
Yeah, well, like you're saying,
Patient's back hurts.
yeah, I think it'll be something along those lines where you leverage the technology to give the best diagnosis.
Right.
They'll use it more of like a reference point than an actual diagnosis, is what you're saying?
Yeah, for your example, you're like, how can a doctor know of every single case study? Like they have what they've experienced, but if they're like, oh, I've never seen it where this vertebrae is shifted like that, I need AI's help here. What has happened in the past? And I always think AI will always, but for our lifetime, I think it'll require like human interaction, human maintenance, etc.
I don't know. I feel like the next 10 years, it'll be a lot. I mean, even the last 2 years, it's come so far. Just imagine the next 10
I'll
years.
bet you. Or, so, all right, what do you think? In 10 years, what do you think it's going to be?
I think it's going to revolutionize. It's going to take away a lot of jobs. It's going to revolutionize how people do things, and it's going to, replace like a lot of jobs in like when it comes to even like shipping and stuff like that. A lot of stuff is going to be automated by AI. They're not going to like need people to actually do tasks like sort out different things. Even like Amazon is using robots to sort stuff out, and it's all programmed by AI.
Yeah, but all that stuff needs maintenance. Like,
Yeah.
I read this interesting article the other day where they were making the point that AI is going to replace a lot of jobs, and it was like, and then referenced an article from the '60s, like computers are going to replace, or it was about ATMs. ATMs are essentially AI, right? It was like there was X amount of bank tellers in 1980, whatever. By 2008, you would think like, well, no more need for bank tellers. Like the amount, like increased tenfold. Obviously, that's a result of other things than just, like population increases, yada yada. But still, the jobs weren't replaced. That like people then had more free time to do other services as a bank teller. So I think it just increases your ability, and that stuff still needs maintenance. So
Right.
I think it's pro job. I'm not. I'm all for automation personally.
I think a lot of, at least in the art field, because I used to do graphic design, and I think in that aspect, a lot of companies are shifting to, using AI as opposed to like hiring somebody like an individual like myself or somebody else that does the job. They're like going with AI to do like artwork, instead of like paying like an artist. So I think a lot of jobs in the art field might be affected by AI because it's just so much easier and it's a lot cheaper as opposed to hiring somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it will, but if you look at AI art, it looks a lot more cookie cutter.
Right.
It doesn't have that homegrown feel
Yeah.
that you get from actual art.
Yeah, that's why I was saying maybe and I could be wrong. That's what I'm saying. Maybe in the next 10 years, it'll be so much more advanced.
For making simple logos, I could see that, but for
Yeah.
fine art, the stuff people actually spend money on and they want to put a multi-thousand or $1 million painting up in their house, I feel like that's never going to be AI. But then again, there was NFTs, not that those are a huge thing.
Yeah.
So I was looking at one of my old Dreamcast games the other day. It was this racing game, and I was reading the back cover, and it was talking about advanced AI, so you can play second player against the computer. Just like, wow. I wonder what they thought. If they thought this was the most advanced thing back in 1998.
Yeah.
Like, that's wild.
That's why I'm not so convinced about the timeline of like 10 years being like a crazy change. I don't think that. Definitely a lot of progress, but not replacing. I think it can replace individual tasks, not replace entire roles.
Right.
So you think AI is instead going to start to do the mundane, tedious jobs so people can start to focus on other areas of technology?
Yeah, or it just makes you more efficient at your job.
It's like a cheat code to life.
Yeah, that's how I picture it.
It really is.
We should probably preface this to the audience that we're not experts in
Yeah,
AI.
yeah, definitely.
60% sure. Maybe a little less on
Yeah,
this
right, yeah.
one. We're just some guys talking in a basement. We're not actually in the jungle right now.
Random viewers like rips up their notes like fuck.
We're gonna end up as like a footnote in like some kid's research
His
paper.
thesis paper like that touches everything or 60%.
The professor's like, where the hell did you get this from?
On a lighter note, you guys know how there's the show Dirty Jobs?
Right.
So
No.
I was thinking the other day, you don't know?
No.
You've never heard of Dirty Jobs?
You've
No.
never seen the show
Really?
Dirty Jobs with Mike Rowe on the Discovery Channel?
No.
Wow.
Okay.
I find that hard to believe. Really?
If you saw a clip, you'd be like, oh, this
Okay.
guy.
I can already feel like I get the premise.
Yeah, so it's one kind of blue collar guy goes and he tries out different jobs. So one day he's working at the cow farm.
Yep.
Next day he's working in the sewers, and he's just kind of going along for the ride and learning these people's jobs and certain jobs that need to get done that not everybody knows about. But essentially, I saw a video online of a window washer on a skyscraper, and his cart is just spinning like crazy in the wind.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
What if they did a show called Dangerous Jobs?
That's pretty cool.
that'd be pretty cool. I'll definitely watch that.
What kind of jobs do you think they would have on there?
They have our boy Rob up there on the towers.
Yeah, shout out Broccoli,
I mean, don't they
tower climber.
technically have something like that, like ice road truckers or like people who work on?
There's other interspecific shows,
Right.
like Deadliest Catch is about working on a fishing boat out in the Bering Sea in Alaska, which is arguably the most dangerous job in the world. There's also people that work on offshore oil rigs, all
That'd be
kinds
cool.
of different stuff.
So you're
They
thinking that
show
like
those,
some
right?
like one particular show that like encompasses like all aspects.
Yeah, so
Okay.
pretty much the same formula for dirty jobs, but for dangerous
Okay.
jobs.
Yeah, I mean, I'd definitely watch that.
I like that.
Yeah, you should pitch it.
Should
Just
I?
be you.
All right, I'm gonna write a what do they call it when you like pitch something?
Like a script or something.
Gonna write a
Pilot.
Pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll write a pilot. I'm gonna contact Discovery Channel.
I feel like I remember reading that like timber, like cutting down trees, is one of the most dangerous jobs.
Oh, I'm sure it is too. When I was younger, my family was getting a tree cut down in our backyard, and the guy fell out of the tree
No
and
way.
landed on the front of his cherry picker truck.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
You get hurt?
Was the saw still running?
I was really young at the time. I just remember like this happening,
Yeah.
which is wild.
Yeah, that's pretty scary.
Whoa! Oh, sorry. Okay, actually, that's scary. All right, top 5. This is ChatGPT answer. Top 5 most dangerous: logging workers, commercial fishing, roofers. This is the scary one: aircraft pilots and flight engineers.
Mm.
In parentheses, especially small planes.
Oh wow.
That's freaky.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
about the passengers?
I was thinking like people that build skyscrapers. That's got to be scary.
Yeah.
Have you guys
50 floors up building this thing.
you guys seen like the old videos from like the 80s when they're like building some of the skyscrapers and dudes are just
just-
walking?
Yeah. Fucking strutting on the
Yeah.
beam. Like,
They're
what?
on 2x4s
Yeah.
having their lunch out there.
5 cigarettes in their mouth, like, and a ham sandwich while hammering somehow.
Oh yeah,
It's beautiful, but that's scary, man.
yeah. That is wild. Let's see what else I got for you guys. You guys ever catch yourself in that situation where you say "you too" to somebody? Like you're at a restaurant and the server puts down your food and they're like, "Oh, enjoy your meal," and you go "you too."
Yep.
You just feel stupid in that situation.
All the time.
Like, what do? You do you just kind of like awkwardly look away? Do you acknowledge it? What's the best thing to do in that situation?
Go ahead.
No,
no,
you can go.
I was going to say, I think I don't acknowledge it unless they acknowledge it. And then I would prefer that they acknowledge it because then it's funny. But if they just walk away, then I'm like, that sucked. So,
I tend to like make a joke about it. If I like catch myself saying it, I'll just joke about it and see. Hopefully, the person like thinks it's funny.
yeah.
So like, enjoy your meal. You too. Oh, you want
Yeah.
some of this? You want half?
yeah,
I feel like you should just lean into it.
yeah.
There was a whole trend about this at one point. Do you remember
Really?
that?
No.
Like, yeah, you would say like you too, and then the video would just be like them enjoying the dinner afterwards, and then like it would like be the end of the video and be like, yeah, thanks for everything. And same thing would happen, like they say the wrong word and do it again.
I feel like people are just too serious with themselves these days. People like just don't know how to take a joke about themselves or just like lean into it if they do something stupid.
Yeah,
Like if you fall and you like hurt yourself, like as long as it's not bad, like you just got to be able to laugh at yourself.
exactly.
Yeah, I remember when I was like walking home. I like went to like the store close to my house, and I just walking back, and I like fell in my driveway because it was like slippery outside. I got up quick and I looked around, I just went inside.
Nobody saw that.
I'm sure everybody saw it. They're nosy in my neighborhood.
Just looking outside.
They're all calling each other like, you seen it?
I got it on my Ring camera. I'm gonna send it to you right now.
Wayne bust his ass.
Yeah, that happened to me not too long ago. I was at work and it was like late, and I ended up slipping on ice and I fell. Then I had to get into my coworker's Tahoe, and every seat was filled, so there was like 7 of us in there.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Owie, guys! I just hurt my knee. I fell on the ice." The thing is, I felt so stupid because I had to go take a piss. And it was dark out, and I slipped on ice, so I fell. Had to get up, then take my piss in the car.
That's the worst.
Yeah, you guys got anything you're most embarrassed about?
Damn, I was thinking about one earlier today. Oh yeah, there was this when we went to a concert. I forgot what concert it was, and we were like, they made like a circle, and everybody was like dancing in the middle, and I was like drunk as hell, and I was just like dancing to like the song that's going on. Just like I typically don't do stuff like that, so like looking back at it, I was like, yeah, I'm like super embarrassed that I was just like dancing drunk.
Was it a rap concert?
Yeah,
or
it was a rap concert.
See, that's one of those situations where you can't take yourself too serious. You're having a good time, just letting loose.
Yeah. And, like, only you probably remember that. Like, no one else probably does.
Yeah.
I feel like I have a ton of drunk, embarrassing stories. Like, it's too hard to remember. Like, I know karaoke, definitely embarrassed myself on that a million times. So.
And the thing is, if you're at a concert or a random bar, the people in there are probably never going to see you again. So
That's
just
true.
feel free to let your hair down,
Yeah, I like that.
especially you, Wayne.
Let my beard down. That's the only thing I can do.
It's curled back up. Yeah, I remember we were at the Korn concert one year, and I had also had a little bit too much to drink. And then our friend Joe pushes me back into the mosh pit, and I do not want to go in there. I just get messed up. I get thrown from side to side. And then next thing I know, I'm waking up on the side of the mosh pit with like 4 people in my face, like, "You good? You good?" And I'm just like, what just happened? But
I
yeah,
remember that story.
knock some sense back into me.
Joe C? Is that who you were with?
Yeah.
Oh, of course, that fucking idiot.
Yeah.
He should be allowed on the show, but only via call.
We'll have him call in.
We should get a minute segment on the show just for him to talk shit about all of us.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Like I remember telling you for a few days, it's like, yo, you gotta go to the hospital, dude. Like you're like, oh, my head hurts, I can't sleep, yada yada. I was like, yeah, you probably have a concussion.
That turned out all right.
Yeah, you were fine, but I mean, I was still worried.
Yeah. I don't really worry about myself that much. I feel like that's not good. I'm more to worry about other people than myself. Like when I had to get surgery a couple weeks ago, I don't go to the hospital unless I feel like I really have to. This is terrible advice. Don't follow what I do. But I was like, I'm not going unless I think I'm dying. And then I thought I was dying.
Yeah.
Turns out,
You were pretty
surgery.
close.
I was knocking on death's door.
There was one I can't speak. One particular time where I got like super embarrassed. It was like I was giving like a speech in like one of my management classes in college, and I remember just like this older lady. She was just like laughing. I was just like, "Why are you laughing?" I'm like, I feel so awkward right now.
Oh, that's fucked up. I heard. I was just laughing mid presentation.
Right. I
Was
was
your
like,
barn door down or something?
no, I was just giving a presentation. I just see her chuckling at the side, and I was just like, "Am I doing something wrong?"
Oh, either I would start laughing or I'd get pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll mess with you. Even
Yeah.
if they're not laughing about something that you're doing,
Yeah.
like it's just in the back of your head, like, oh, they're laughing at me right now.
I mean, public speaking is not like my biggest forte, and I get really like anxious when I do public speaking.
Same.
Yeah, it's not the funnest. Would you rather have $2 million right now or $10,000 a month forever? To put this in perspective, it would take roughly 16 and a half years to gain that $2 million.
Yeah, I'll take my 2 million now.
What makes you say that?
Because I think I can put it to work and make $10,000 a month.
But do you think everybody can do that? Or do you think they're safer with the guaranteed $10,000 every month for the rest of their life? Because if you're getting $10,000 a month for the rest of your life, I feel like people are more inclined to live within their limits. They're not going to go crazy and go spend $1 million on a house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, what is that? $120,000 a year? If
Yes.
that's correct. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I would take that and live more comfortably. I feel like I could live past 16 years, so it's probably going to be a lot more. What's another 16 years? Double that, make it 4 million.
The average life expectancy is about 78 in the United States right now. So that's, you're 30 now. So yeah, that's over $4 million by the time you kick the bucket.
Right.
Saying you live to the average life expectancy.
I mean, I'd just kick my butt into shape, man. You know, I want to actually enjoy the money that I'm earning.
So like a good savings account right now gives you about 4%. If you put $2 million into one of those, you would make 80 grand a year. So
Which is comfortable. You
so
can
that's
live off
that's
of
risk
that.
free. That's risk free 80K. So I think that's why you always take the money up front.
True. And I mean, if you take it and invest it now, you can kind of beat inflation with it. But
Right.
that's keeping the full 2 million, still living your life the way that you do until you're able to reap that interest money.
Yeah, I mean, I would just I would keep my job.
I mean, you never know. Stuff could come up where you might need some money, and you're gonna go dip into that. So
Yeah, but
It's
I'd rather
possible.
have the 2 million than waiting for my next 10.
But that's every month.
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
I already have I'm still waiting for that to come. I have the 2 million.
Okay.
And that 2 million is making money, is giving me monthly payments as well.
What if you took the $10,000 per month and after 5 years you could take a lump sum of 1.5 million? Do you think you'd be more responsible with that?
No, I don't think, because I don't view $2 million as like I don't view it as life change. I don't know how to explain this.
It's
This is gonna
life changing,
sound-
but
yeah,
it's not
yeah,
astronomical.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
not filthy rich.
Yeah, it's not like generational wealth. I would just view it as like a great opportunity to set myself up for success and my kids up for success.
Right.
Like I wouldn't even, like I would not quit my job. I would not change much about my lifestyle.
Yeah.
So
Like you look at the average, not I wouldn't say average, but you look at a 7-year-old guy who's just kind of saved and invested into an IRA over 40 years of his career. He's probably got 2 million in the bank.
right,
He's not filthy rich, but he's
Yeah.
pretty comfortable for the rest of his life.
right.
yeah.
I get what you're saying. Let's see.
Oh, before you bring that up, have you guys seen that they're remastering Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4, and it's up for pre-order right now?
I saw that there was a countdown on the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater website.
Yeah.
Everybody was speculating that that's what it was, but I didn't realize
Yeah.
that actually finally came out.
I figured I'd bring it up because I know you're a big Tony Hawk fan.
Yeah, you know.
Are you really?
Yeah. Did you know that his real first name is Mike?
Mike Hawk?
Got him.
Uh,
But yeah, that'll be awesome. I feel like that kind of era of Tony Hawk definitely just like defined the generation back in the day. Tony Hawk's got a podcast too.
Oh, does he?
It's pretty cool.
We should get him on this.
Dude,
That'd be
maybe.
nice.
if he wants to market his video games, he should hit us up.
Yeah. What's up, Tony? You need us.
We're doing you a favor.
Yeah, reach out.
All right. What are we at? 48 minutes? What else do I got for you guys? I got a couple top 5 lists.
Ooh, yes.
Top 5,
My
top 5,
favorite.
top 5.
I want you to tell me the top 5 most reliable car brands in the world.
Honda, Toyota.
You're looking at me for the rest?
You give 2 now, and then we'll agree on the last.
Nissan used to be good, not so much anymore.
No, dude, all those Altimas, the engine's blue.
Well, I think it was like after 2007, 2008. Like, yeah, they kind of went downhill.
Is Acura like considered underneath the Honda brand?
Is it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I think
They're-
For this,
They're separate. They are on the list.
okay.
I also want you to
So
tell
then
me
Lexus as well.
their category, or not their category, what number they are.
Okay.
So you've got,
So can I say Lexus? Is that on the list? Okay, so I have 4 out of 5.
Yes.
But now I need to get the order, and I need to get the 5th. What the hell is the 5th? Is it German? No, maybe.
No,
You want a hint?
Yeah.
It's American.
it can't be Ford.
No.
No, Tesla.
No.
Damn. What else?
Chevy.
Nope.
Most reliable.
Nothing GM. Nothing that makes a pickup truck.
Ooh. Can we not think of any other car brands that
I'm
made in
not.
America?
I'm not good with cars,
Yeah.
to be honest. All right, let's just think of.
They're number one.
And it's made in America.
Yes.
Volkswagen isn't made in America.
No, that's German. Well, they're number one.
Mm-hmm. Number one most reliable car.
No, that's not. Subaru's not made in America.
Subaru's American.
Oh, they are? So
Yeah.
it is Subaru?
Yep.
Wow, I didn't know that was. I'm gonna refrain from my bad joke that I was gonna say. I didn't know that was American. Wow, that makes sense though. I've never driven a Subaru, but
I like Subarus.
all right. So then the rest of the list.
So you got it with all five that you guys said.
Mm-hmm.
Now what's the list?
We know Subaru is one.
Subaru is one.
I mean, I guess I'll just go Toyota, Honda, Lexus, Acura for the rest.
No.
Damn.
You were kind of close.
Okay.
Toyota, Honda are right after each other.
But not second and third.
Correct.
Okay. So is it the higher tier cars, the Lexus, Acura, then Toyota,
Subaru,
Honda?
Lexus, Toyota, Honda, Acura.
Gotcha.
Oh, wow. Damn.
That's good to know.
I don't know. My Volkswagen is still running, so that's my baby right there.
There you go. Okay. Top 5 things people spend money on.
Are these like consumer staples or like housing?
Yes.
Okay.
More like the necessities.
Got it.
Food, housing, entertainment. Really, that's not there. Food, housing.
Transportation.
You got 3.
Food, housing, transportation, healthcare.
Yeah.
It's 4.
Taxes. No. All right. Is that
Taxes, that's a what do they call it?
Bills, I guess. I mean, I don't know.
No, not bills. That's what do they say? It? Honorable mention. We'll say taxes, honorable
Right.
mention.
okay?
But no.
But we don't have our 5th. Okay. What else do we spend money on? Electricity.
Childcare?
I wouldn't say it's necessarily spending money. That's the hint.
No.
We kind of talked about it earlier.
It's not spending money.
Yeah, I don't know.
You want the answer?
Yeah.
Investing.
Investing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that
Cool.
makes sense.
The top 5 things we spend money on. Number 1, housing. Number 2, transportation. Number 3, food. Number 4, investing. Number 5, healthcare.
Wow. That's interesting to see investing there. And it's just like the fee you pay to have someone manage your money. Right?
No, that's where does your money go?
Okay. Where
Say
does the
here's
money go?
100% of your money. How does the pie split?
Okay, got it.
Yep.
Okay, cool. That makes sense.
Tell me the top 5 vacation spots in the United States. Number 5 may shock you.
I feel like we did this before.
Top 5 vacation spots.
In the United States.
Damn,
Las Vegas,
That's on there.
Disney World,
Oh, good call.
No,
like
more general.
New York City,
Yep.
California.
Can you say a whole state, or do we have to?
No, not
San
a whole
Diego.
state.
San Diego.
No,
Damn. L.A.
it's in California,
Oh,
and
is
it's
it?
not Los Angeles.
San Francisco. No.
San Francisco
Yeah.
on the
Wow.
list.
Um,
You got 2 more.
Florida.
Nope.
We
Nothing
have
in
to be more
Florida.
specific. Oh, okay.
Oh, really? Washington D.C. like that area.
Yep. Washington D.C.
Vegas, D.C., New York City, San Fran. It's got to be somewhere warm or not enough warm.
Mm-hmm. You're on
Hawaii?
the right track.
Oh,
It's
Hawaii's a
Hawaii.
good one.
It's Maui,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but we'll go with that.
Yeah.
Top 5 vacation spots in the United States. 1, New York City. 2 Maui, 3 Las Vegas, 4 San Francisco, 5 Washington, D.C.
That's interesting. Like for us, I feel like
San Fran and
this one's-
Washington, D.C. were very surprising on my end. I was like, are people really going there?
California's a fucking shithole, at least in that area.
yeah, I just went there. It was not that cool.
Yeah.
That's all my top 5s.
Top five.
Top
Top five. I did see this one funny video of Andrew Tate the other day, or he's getting off like a flight or something. There's all these reporters trying to talk to him. There's just one guy. He's just got a marker and a baseball. Andrew, will you sign my baseball? There's like, but what about the allegations? But Andrew, what about my baseball? It was so funny. I love how people just troll like that.
Yeah, didn't he? He came to the U.S. recently, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when people troll the news, it's so funny.
I mean, his name has been in the news for some not so pretty things
Yeah.
for a while now.
I did see another video. A group of ants beat a group of humans at a maze. Essentially, they had it was a group of humans and a group of ants, and they had to bring this large object. It was kind of like an eye shape through a maze, and the ants were able to beat the humans at it.
Right. I mean, it's ants. That's basically in their DNA to like work together because they're a colony. So they got to figure shit out with each other. Whereas humans, they have varied opinions and like how we do things. So
Yeah, where ants, not everybody's trying to be the main character.
Right.
Where with humans, it's really divided up. Where everybody's going to have a different opinion on what's the best way to do something. Where
Right.
ants, they just kind of, they understand how to do it. Just get it done by any means, but follow the group.
I did see this is off topic, but I did see a commercial recently where it's like, oh, we got ants, but it's like actual like aunts, like, and they're just yapping me like, oh, you guys are out of eggs.
Another funny, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Another funny thing I saw, you've seen those robots at the grocery store that just kind of zip around. They put the googly eyes on them. I don't know exactly what they do. I think they clean up spills or something.
They don't clean up spills. They tell, like, basically goes over the intercom and tells like the people who work there, oh, there's a spill on this line, or so and so something happened on this section of like the supermarket. They don't actually like clean it up.
Is that for real?
Yeah.
Interesting.
You got to walk over, press the button to like reset it. Yeah.
I saw one escaped
Yeah?
at this grocery store in Pennsylvania. It got outside. It was like ripping through the parking lot.
Dude, those things, I get why they have them in the store, but it's so inconvenient. I think they're like $15,000, $30,000. But like you're trying to like push your cart to like go to a section, and it's just like in the
Oh,
way.
it's just blocking
Yeah,
you.
it's just like, come on, man.
Things like a linebacker. I'm
Right.
just trying to get to the milk aisle.
It's like, oh, where are you going?
And that just goes to show, don't block the boys from the milk aisle.
Exactly.
How much time we got? I got a what if?
We're at 58 minutes. We got time for a
We got
quick
2
what if.
minutes? All right. All right. What if there were a pill that made you incredibly intelligent but erased all your previous memories? Would you take it?
I feel like this is like the Matrix. Red pill, blue pill. I feel like memories are priceless. So why would I get rid of them? What am I going to do with all this information? Sure, you can get rich and live a very happy and healthy life, but at one point, what's that all worth if you don't remember the first half of your life?
Right. Yeah. No. I mean, pretty much summed it up. I mean, I was gonna go with that. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm a little conflicted.
But on the other end, the alter ego of me says, take the information pill and become limitless.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to be Bradley Cooper.
And you have the memories going forward.
That's
Like
true.
I would say, like say you had a pretty shitty childhood. I feel like that'd be
Yeah.
a no-brainer.
Yeah. If
Um,
somebody has a lot of trauma in their life, I could see where they would want to do that.
Yeah. Or if
But
your life is like medium, you might take it. You know,
it's
like
just mid.
yeah, like I don't know, nothing too great, nothing too bad.
I mean, my life has been cool. I'd say it's more so on the mid side than
Yeah, I'd say
Extraordinary.
we're all a little above average.
shoot a little above average.
Yeah, 60%.